Okay.
Solid. And that should be on the video so we can sync all the videos like that.
Sick.
Easy.
Alright, and welcome to our newest episode of Don't Show This to My Mom. This is just another podcast, one of our best to come. So we are here with Dominique. How's it going, man?
It's going good, man. I got a solid buzz going right now.
Okay, alright.
We're having a good time. I'm sorry, Bert.
Definitely drinking a little bit this podcast.
We are drinking a little bit this podcast. It's Saturday night. Might as well have a good time. We got old Matt over here. Drink.
I don't ingest alcohol. Yeah, that's just lemon Italian.
Yeah, it's lemon Italian ice. They told me it was just melted lemon Italian ice in
Like
a bottle.
glass, yeah.
Yeah, there's no alcohol in there.
Okay. So, everyone's weeks. How'd everyone's weeks go? What did we do this week?
Oh, also we got Gabe.
We do.
Oh yeah.
Gabe.
Yeah,
And
Gabe's
then
here.
me. I'm Lucas.
So yeah, we got Gabe. We got Lucas.
Yeah.
We got Matt. He's the most inebriated.
That's Sam the cat.
We have Sam the cat. We have the logo.
I'm the
here.
most inebriated.
The most
I'm sitting next to
inebriated.
Lucas.
I am definitely the most inebriated. I'm gonna be real with you.
That's Gabe, so you're still here.
Okay. So
I got your back, bud.
So your topics, you had a topic, right?
I did. I had quite a few topics.
I thought we were going over our weeks.
Yeah, we could go over our weeks.
Oh, we could go over our weeks.
Yeah,
man.
I
What's
mean,
going on?
how's everyone's weeks all together? I mean, anything? I officially got my
What did you do this week?
I officially got my raise at work, so that's fucking awesome.
Oh, nice.
Makes life a little easier for me.
2 waffles instead of 1.
Pretty much making big waffles.
Big waffles.
Big waffles now.
Big waffles.
I have enough waffles to put butter on. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
nice.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean about that.
My week has been it's been good.
Yeah. It's been eventful. Huh?
It's been eventful, yeah. Girlfriend broke up with me and I contemplated suicide 3 times in one night. But things are going well.
Yeah, I'm glad we've made it past that night.
No?
It's tonight.
That's tonight. That's right now. Make it 4.
How was your weekend?
Ah, it was pretty good. Work's been pretty easy. You know, a couple of rough nights, but we got through it.
Yeah.
Shit.
Another thing.
Yeah, good shit. You guys pull together as a team.
Yeah.
Good shit.
Yeah.
Lucas, why don't you tell us about your week?
Man, I had a great week. I had a real chill week. Big chillin', smoking, relaxing, watching anime. You know, that's pretty much regular life.
What are you watching right now?
Whole bunch of stuff, man. Whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah, well, what's like the main one that you're focused on? Is it One Piece? Because I know you're
There's a
caught
whole
up
bunch of
on
new
One
stuff.
Piece.
But yeah, there's a whole bunch of new stuff coming out. The 86 is really good.
The 86. What's the
It's
86?
like 2 episodes. It's just another anime, man.
What's it about?
Just go ahead and give it a watch and find out.
No, come on. What's
It's
it about?
Discrimination. You know, everyone that's white puts away everyone that's not white.
That's just life. That's just the
the
news.
United States.
You're just watching Fox News, buddy.
Not really. It's just a bunch of like white-haired people. They take everyone that doesn't have white hair
No,
and they
that's
segregate them.
Again,
the news.
And
That's
they
just
force
the
them
news.
to fight in a battle.
Do you know what anime is?
It's kind of cool. It's
He's
kind of
watching
cool.
a newscast.
Yeah. But yeah, just a whole bunch of shit, man.
He needs his glands exposed.
No, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't. Don't fucking touch my cat.
no, it's his glands are on his side.
Yeah.
No, really, they
Yeah,
are.
I know they are, but he's not talking about those glands.
Sure, I was.
So,
What'd you
okay.
get up here?
So we are a member down this week.
We kicked him out, actually.
Yeah, we're. If you're seeing this, you're fired.
He's
Yeah.
dead.
Jake's dead to us.
We're gonna have him edit this, so.
Yeah, yeah, he's going to see that he's fired while he's editing this.
Mm-hmm. But so Jake is not here, and we're sad about it. But we are
I'm not sorry.
pushing through. We're gonna make this. This is the second one he's missed. So at this point, he seems more like a guest star than a member.
Damn, that was pretty cutthroat.
Okay, but I mean, so I do have some topics.
Yeah, I'd like to hear your topics.
So
Hey, do you have any topics?
I do. I have some
What would
topics.
you like to talk about?
You would
this
call.
week?
You could even call these hot topics. These are some hot topics.
We are sponsored by Hot Topic.
We are not
No.
sponsored by
No.
Hot Topic.
Unrelated to.
I wish.
Hot Topic, if you want to sponsor us, though, shout us
Yeah,
out.
they have exclusive pop figures. I won't even take any money. Just give me your exclusives.
Do they have exclusives?
Yeah.
Really?
Hot Topic
100%.
exclusive.
All the time. They have like a Kurt Cobain one and everything.
They have one from Yu Yu Hakusho.
They have a head.
Yeah, but he shot himself. I'm going to do that
It's the
too.
brain explosion. Damn, it's the exploded brain edition. His brains are like on the back of the box.
What was it? There was a game that had a shotgun that was called Kurt Cobain's microphone.
Nice.
I think it was it Team Fortress 2?
Probably.
I think it
That
was Team
sounds
Fortress
that
2.
sounds like them.
Either that or fucking Borderlands.
Yeah.
But so okay, so where does everyone stand? I guess this is one of my topics. So where does everyone stand on alien life forms?
Definitely aliens
Oh,
out
yeah.
there.
I mean, they've literally been confirmed by the U.S.
Yeah,
government.
we touched on
Well,
this.
UFOs have been confirmed.
Yeah.
What the fuck else are they?
That a UFO is just an unidentified flying object.
From
It doesn't
where?
mean alien spacecraft.
From where?
But that's the unidentified part. We don't
Space.
know.
Space.
Okay.
Who's flying them?
We don't know.
Martians.
Martians.
Mexicans, illegal
Illegal
aliens.
Illegal aliens. So
How else would
aliens
they
are
get
real.
here?
Are you wearing a UFO
UFO
shirt right now?
No, these are compasses.
Oh, those are
and
compasses.
ships.
Yeah, it's a nautical
looks
shirt.
like- oh.
you
Yeah,
dingus.
what are you,
I
not
saw
a
it.
sailor?
Yeah.
Fucking idiot.
I'm a sailor.
Haven't you ever sailed on the seven seas?
Yeah.
So I mean, have you any of you guys ever seen a UFO?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen planes.
Maybe
It's just a normal
there was
flying
just
object.
No.
me and Jericho were driving around one night looking at Christmas lights, and then I was like looking up at the sky, and then just something just like it looked like a star, and then it just dropped. And I was like, well, okay, like it was as bright as a star, and it wasn't like a plane like just kind of landing like slowly. It was just like, bing.
Shooting star? No.
Nope. It didn't go like across. It just dropped,
Weird.
and I don't know what happened to it, and it just was gone. And I said, okay.
I saw
Alright.
You
a
said
Facebook
okay,
video.
alright, fuck that, bro. I'm
I was like, did you see that, or am I tripping?
we go into where that landed.
I saw a Facebook video just like that. It
Yeah.
was in Oklahoma
Oh,
City.
I've seen that twice now.
Okay,
Both
yeah.
times Jericho was in the car. She's an alien.
Damn.
Gotta be an alien.
Yeah, they're trying to bring her back.
Yep.
That's okay.
But okay, so I mean that just kind of
So you fucking
all that
alien.
was to bring you guys to this. So I was thinking this was a deep
Clearly.
shower thought.
Clearly.
So I recently watched
Wait, cold or hot?
hot showers.
Okay.
I recently watched a video that talks about aliens and everything. I kind of got to thinking. So, like we've defined life as like carbon-based life forms, right?
Yeah.
And like we've sort of assumed that like carbon-based life forms are the gold standard because carbon's the most stable. It's super reactive. It reacts with everything and allows us to create this sort of easy components for life. But like right behind that, as far as like close to being good enough for a living organism, would be silicone. So a silicone-based life form could exist, and it wouldn't be as complex as we are. It wouldn't be able to be like this, you know, like we're thinking and shit like that. We have all these deep thoughts and stuff like this. But that silicone-based life form would be pretty simple, be pretty fucking like maybe bacteria at best.
Maybe that's what real balls are.
I was thinking like AI could build a person.
But I was thinking about it, and it's just kind of crazy because like we've been hunting forever the idea of like a carbon-based life form. Or we're like, oh, we go to these other planets and we check all this shit, and we're like, do we find microbes? Do we find cells? Do we find any of this? But I've just been kind of, what if we're not looking for the right fucking thing?
Yeah.
Because it's totally possible that like, so carbon obviously did well on this planet, well enough for us to create a fucking entire ecosystem. But like, there's other planets where like a silicone-based life form may be totally possible. Because like my understanding of the cosmos apparently was super fucking wrong. Because I learned that like there's certain planets that are just water on the inside, and I was like, oh, not everyone has a molten metal core. That's
I didn't
weird,
know that.
right? Kind of a weird thing. You think planets are like molten metal core or gas? No, some of them are just like water on the inside. Some of them are just like, you know, weird fucking chemicals on the inside. Kind of a trip. Didn't think about that. Just thought all planets had a molten metal core.
But how do they know that?
They've just been able to do the what is that? It's like X-ray something, deep space X-rays. You know, ultrasounds. They rub it on the planet's tummy and they say it's a girl.
He's gonna be a soccer player.
He's a kicker.
That's what they call soccer players.
Kickers.
Kickers.
Oh.
Yeah.
What if a baby just punched you? You think the doctor's ever like, he's a boxer. That guy's gonna be good for the UFC. He'll fuck you up.
When I came out, I peed on the doctor immediately.
And he was like, this guy's gonna be.
This
into
gonna be
some
a
piss.
pisser.
This guy's gonna be into piss play.
Yeah.
This guy's
He's
into
gonna be
piss
really
play.
into piss, and he was right.
And he was right.
But so I mean
No.
that's that's just sort of, I was just thinking about that. I was like, what if we're looking for the wrong thing? What if we went to Mars and we were looking for like sort of a more silicone-based life form that might not function the same way we do, where we're like, oh, you know, we need water to survive. Well, yeah, a carbon-based life form needs water to survive, but maybe a silicone-based life form is methane to survive or some shit like that.
Myth.
What do you guys think about that? What's your take on that?
Hot take.
What's your takes on that? What kind of silicone-based life form? You said real doll. I picture a bunch of real dolls on planet Mars just fucking waiting to get
I
fucked.
say yes.
Real dolls are the sex
Real dolls?
dolls, right? Those are the really weird sex dolls.
Yeah, those are the lifelike sex
Where you can
dolls.
like, they're super ambidextrous.
Yeah.
What is it? Articulate. Articulate.
So
I wonder
when
if-
you're scrolling for videos, you're like, oh, that looks like a good video, and they're like, oh no, that's just a dude.
That's just a
fucking
dude
real-
fucking his doll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, never mind.
You know,
I
I
look up a
wonder.
very specific
Apple
category where they're
specific
not in.
game.
I wonder if they sell them on Adam and Eve.
It's wink.
Wink.
Was that a sponsorship?
I was strolling
Adam
through
and
Adam and Eve the other day.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Did you find anything
The
good?
greatest sex toy website on earth.
Yes. They sent me an email because I am on their email list.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, now cancel that out, and then we'll do one for Bad Dragon. Say they're the best one on there.
I was scrolling through Bad Dragon the other day.
Really,
Very
the
good.
second best sex toy website on earth.
Bad Dragon's like, hold the fuck up.
Yeah.
I mean, prove it. Prove that you're the best.
Prove that you're the best. Send us dragon dildos.
Send us a dildo. I'll ram it up my
Send
ass
us
and
the
tell you if it
better
feels as
merch
good
on
as
Are they-
Adam and Eve.
Are they the ones that sell the ones that impregnate me
That's
with
what I'm saying,
alienate?
Yeah.
I want one.
Yeah, I want one to impregnate me without alienating.
Yeah, I'm not joking. Please
No,
send
so
Do they
they
do
are
that? You get pregnant?
weird.
No, it dissolves in your
Weird,
body.
very weird. It's a weird niche market
Yeah.
where, like, I
Sounds
feel
like-
like if you actively use a
Sounds
Bad
like-
Dragon product, you have to be into some different shit because, like, the shapes of those cannot feel good.
Speak
I
for
mean,
yourself.
Yeah. Speak
I
for
mean-
yourself.
I mean, some of them, dude, like, there's fucking jagged edges on them, and I'm like,
Yeah.
ugh.
I've shoved chainsaws up my ass. You think I'm drawing the line in a dragon dildo?
He wants alien eggs that disintegrate in his ass.
That's true.
Do they disintegrate?
They
Is that
do.
the
They
thing?
play-
like
they-
dissolve.
Yeah, they dissolve in you.
I got
That's
one right
fucking
now.
disgusting. Oh. Show us.
A little chest
Hold
burster
on.
pops out.
Yeah.
You want to see it?
Poop it out.
Show us.
It's
Oh, Sam is so fucking cute, bro.
Bro, he's just big chilling.
Can we get a zoom in on Sam, editor?
While we're talking about dragon dildos and everything, a reminder that I am single.
He's
Yeah.
single.
And
His,
this
Editor,
man-
pop
his-
up my phone number right now.
This
His-
is his penis.
his pussy is tight.
It's
his
not.
penis is wide.
Penis.
No, this wide.
Penis.
This wide, this short.
He needs
It's like an
much love.
earthworm came out early in the morning.
Much love. Any 18 plus nudes, send him his way.
18 plus, anything. Men,
Road
women.
to 1,000 nudes.
Or 2,000. I like the idea.
The
of that.
sequel. The sequel.
sequel,
Let's get
part
it
two.
going.
2,000 nudes.
Road to 1,000 nudes.
Road
the
to 2,000
reckoning.
nudes.
Nope.
The
Nope,
reckoning.
can't have that.
Why?
As long as you're 18 plus, it's fine.
No, I can't have that.
No,
No,
for
it's
me.
Matt.
Yeah,
It's not
okay,
for
Matt,
you,
For
it's-
Matt,
it's-
okay.
it's-
Yeah.
That's
It's
fine.
the Road to 1,000 nudes
Not
challenge
for
is
me
only
either.
there for single and depressed.
Yeah, single.
I don't.
Gape!
Use the fucking coaster or I will
Yeah,
smack you.
like what?
He moved you.
Look how pretty
It's
the
literally
coasters
just
are.
right next to it. And he's just like, no.
Fuck, where were we?
Talking about DMX.
No, we were.
Well, so I was talking about the.
Silicone.
I asked you guys what you guys
based
think
life
about
forms.
this.
I said
Looking.
yes.
Yes to what?
Real
Silicone
dolls.
based life forms.
You think
and,
that's possible?
And real dolls.
Yeah, it's
Sure,
It's
why
just a
not?
bunch of real dolls.
Oh, that's right. We were doing sponsors.
And then I turned into. Yeah, we had to get in
So
response
let's
by
just
Adam.
move
and Eve.
on. Let's just
Yeah, that's the
move
end of
on to the
that.
next topic.
Yeah.
So Matthew texted me the other day. He was telling me that the multiverse is confirmed now. In
Oh,
Spider-Man.
for Spider-Man,
For
yeah.
Spider-Man.
Alfred
Multiverse.
Molina, the Doc Ock from
Doc
Spider-Man
Ock,
2.
that's right.
Yeah, he did an interview where he literally just like fucking spoils the movie. Where he's like, "Yeah, they contacted me and they're like, yeah, you'll play the exact same role as Spider-Man 2, same Doc Ock, same everything. You're just going to come into a new universe and you're going to continue on from his story." And he was like, "Oh, cool. Let me tell this magazine." And so he basically was like, "Yeah, I play the same character. I get to reprise the same exact role,
Damn.
and all this shit." And they're like, "Oh, okay."
You know, Disney's like, motherfucker.
Yeah, like, God damn it.
It's not a game.
So, a person that I've talked to is very into Marvel, and they've theorized that because Disney is like this powerhouse, right? They're very good at marketing. They're very good at creating a timeline. They're very good at creating a narrative, right? That's like their fucking shit.
Yeah.
And they theorized that, because you guys remember Tom Holland was known for being the spoiler
Yeah, he's
boss.
spoiler
Yeah,
boy.
he loved to spoil.
Well, there was the theory that Disney was actually all for it and was like, no, let little spoilers out. They're huge for publicity.
Yeah. Why wouldn't they be?
Well, I have no doubt that's what's happening here.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
just-
that Disney
yeah.
was like, we're going to get you, you're going to do this interview, and you're going to say these specific things and leak
Yeah.
this specific information to generate hype. Because that essentially, like, for me, right? Because, like, I'm not the biggest Marvel guy. I only give a shit about Spider-Man. Luckily, this is Spider-Man stuff.
Yeah.
But, so, like, knowing that Doc Ock from the Spider-Man 2 with Tobey Maguire, right? It's Tobey
Yeah.
Maguire's, but yeah. So the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man Doc Ock is going to be in this new movie. Hypes me the fuck up for that.
Yeah.
Right.
Because I love the Tobey Maguire movies.
Like-
as you can
I,
see.
that's why I
Yeah.
brought it up,
Ranger
because I
was
saw
the
your
best
Spider-Man
one.
collection.
Like
Yeah.
in the quote from the magazine, he's like, "Yeah, it's going to pick up right from when I'm in the water at the end of Spider-Man 2."
We're just gonna skip over 3.
Well,
That's
because
okay.
at that point his giant antimatter black hole thing is behind him, right?
Yeah, it falls onto him.
So it would suck him into it and maybe launch him into
That'd be
the Tom Holland universe.
And I'm just really curious about the next Spider-Man, anyways, because of the after credits of Far From Home.
Yeah, and then we have this one is the one that's going to be coming out after the Multiverse Madness, right? Doctor Strange is coming out first, or is Spider-Man coming out?
Spider-Man's coming out first.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, right now we're doing Falcon and the Winter Soldier,
Yep.
and then we're doing Loki,
Yeah.
and then we're doing Black Widow's movie, and then we're doing Spider-Man.
I'm not excited for Black Widow, but I am excited for Loki. I really like the
Loki, yeah.
Loki actor.
Well,
But
Owen
what-
Wilson is in it.
Owen Wilson?
Owen Wilson
What's
is
he
in
playing?
it. Like a time cop.
He has a weirdly big head.
Yeah.
Owen Wilson is playing like a time cop.
Wow.
He has a new movie with
This isn't
Selma
Rick and
Hayek
Morty,
as
that's
well.
a ripoff.
I've seen commercials for.
No, it's like canon to the comics and
Mhm.
shit. Yeah, it's I forget what it's called.
Well,
Like
'cause
Sword.
it's
or-
Owen
oh, no,
Wilson
that's
in the
from-
comics.
That's one division.
Yeah.
I'm just
Sword and
I'm just
shield.
curious about because Loki easily can tie into the multiverse because he has the cube and that's at the end of Endgame.
Yeah.
But like I'm curious about what the Black Widow movie is going to add to the current status because like spoiler alert, she's dead.
Yeah.
And this is like all in the past for Black Widow. So like what is that going to add to the current storyline?
Wait. So yeah, because Black Widow died in
Endgame.
Endgame, right?
Yeah.
She sacrificed herself for the stone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm just curious of what this is going to add to like the multiverse because that's what we've been
Well,
building.
because we could
towards.
see in the Multiverse Madness that a Black Widow from an alternate universe is there, and
That's true,
She
yeah.
arrives. Because with the multiverse, it falls into that category of like every decision creates another split branch of the universe or whatever.
Mhm.
And so we could see a Black Widow who didn't kill herself for the stone.
One thing there could be a Black Widow where
Hawkeye killed him.
Hawkeye killed himself
Yeah.
for the stone.
And she's like, they meet up and they're like, no, I don't really like you.
I was also thinking with the multiverse, and they're doing the She-Hulk series down the line.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah,
She-Hulk?
they're doing a She-Hulk series.
I fuck with anything Hulk related, actually.
I want them to bring back Edward Norton Jr. as a different Hulk.
It's
Like a
just
more-
That'd be
Norton.
fucking sick.
oh yeah,
There's
sorry.
no junior.
I don't know why I said Junior. I don't know what I'm
Oh,
thinking.
man.
Edward Norton though.
You're thinking of Freddie Prinze Jr., I get it.
Probably.
Scooby-Doo.
He's
Yeah.
hot.
But I'd like them to bring him back as something in the multiverse.
Yeah.
And also, I think what the fuck? What's the villain's name in Hulk? The big dude.
Red Hulk?
No, he's
Oh,
talking about
the Abomination.
Abomination?
Yeah.
Abomination's confirmed for She-Hulk.
Oh, shit, that's cool.
Same
That's
guy?
fucking cool.
Is it the same guy?
They haven't said. They said
doubt
Abomination
it.
is coming.
I
He hasn't,
doubt it
done
because-
he hasn't done a lot. I
Because
don't know.
the Edward Norton Hulk, because that was the Incredible Hulk, right? Or is that just Hulk?
No, it's the Incredible Hulk.
So the Incredible Hulk, that didn't do very well.
No, it didn't.
No,
I
it's
saw
the
it in
it's the
theaters.
lowest grossing Marvel film.
Yeah, that didn't do very well at all. So I imagine if they're gonna do anything related to that, I doubt they'll bring back Edward Norton.
It was better than like just Hulk though.
Oh,
But
the
we can't
regular
say that.
just Hulk was fucking terrible.
Because I fucking love that one, bro.
I love it
With
because
Jennifer
it's
Connelly?
nostalgic.
Yeah,
but
it's
not
nostalgic.
actually good.
It's a horrible movie,
Yeah.
but I fucking
It's
love
not
it.
I went to
actually
see
good.
that Hulk in the theater with my dad, and my dad was so disappointed in it.
Hmm.
About 75% of the way through, we just left.
What?
Yeah.
I saw it on the drive-in, so I have some good memories.
I
of
watched it. I watched it at home. I think on a Blockbuster
Nice.
DVD. It was really. I fucking loved it as a kid, and now that
Yeah.
like I can watch it right now and still vibe with it. And like
Yeah.
the scene where he's running through the desert and he does the leap, top tier.
Well, it's just,
But
I mean,
who's the actor that's currently been playing Hulk in the
Mark Ruffalo.
Mark Ruffalo, that's right.
Oh,
Mark
yeah,
Ruffalo. He's a really good Hulk.
Yeah,
he really
he
is.
killed it. He killed it.
I don't like. I really like. I will buy him as like the nerdy guy who becomes the monster. Like Edward Norton I kind of see him as like he could be a badass
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
general.
So,
Mark Ruffalo, I'm like, that's a nerd. That's a scientist boy.
Yeah.
So I've seen a theory like that Mark Ruffalo, like we just, blaze past the fact that he doesn't look like Edward Norton, but at the end of the Edward Norton one, Tony Stark comes in. He's in the end credits,
Mhm.
so it's like it ties into the next movie. So this one is part of that universe, but it's like Edward Norton's character tried to kill himself, and whenever, because Mark Ruffalo says he spit the bullet back out whenever he tried to kill himself as the Hulk, and so he's like, people just think maybe that's just how he came back looking like Mark Ruffalo,
Mm.
you know?
Little tweaked out, little goofed up, and
Yeah.
came back as Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah,
Fuck with that. That's a pretty cool theory.
because maybe now it's like a little bit of Hulk
Yeah.
mixed in with Edward Norton.
Yeah. Because like
That's
the
cool.
only thing with so the original Hulk movie, the direction they went with like the comic intermingling was fucking weird. Where they were like comic panels of shit happening on the screen all at once, not very good. And then Marvel really hit their stride. Obviously, in the past like 10 years, they nailed it.
Yeah.
I think the first one that like blew up was Iron Man.
Iron Man.
Yeah.
So
Iron Man
good.
came out, and that began the cinematic
Mhm.
universe. So anything that happened after the first Iron Man is likely just going to be what the future holds for it.
Yeah.
Because like the actors, obviously, they're doing great from it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't imagine like if they were like, Chris Evans, would you like to be Captain America in this weird spin-off series? I'm sure he'd be like, fuck yeah. Like,
Mm-hmm. And I just to do more Marvel. I don't know how big in the Marvel either of you are. Like either the movies.
Spider-Man's all I care about.
Spider-Man. What about you, Lucas?
I'm caught up. I'm
Oh.
aware.
I'm caught up. I just don't care about
Right.
Spider-Man.
I haven't seen Captain Marvel all the way through. I just haven't watched it yet.
Me either.
It's alright.
That's pretty good.
The aliens in it.
Yeah.
Well, what are they called?
Grills.
The Krills. So they're setting up for Secret Invasion, right? Like that's what's going on.
Is that, I don't know what that is.
Well, it's a big Marvel storyline. I don't know a lot about it, but I'm pretty sure it's the Krills have like kidnapped a bunch of heroes and people, and they're taking their spots on Earth.
Hmm.
And that's what's been
But
happening.
they're not really kidnapping anybody in the...
Well, at the end of WandaVision, they are now blending in and they are people, and they just turn out to be
Yeah.
Krills. And so I'm just like wondering, like, because we're doing this whole multiverse thing with all these different at the end of these different movies, and we're setting up a multiverse, obviously.
Yeah.
So are we also doing Secret Invasion at the same time, or like I'm wondering if like multiverse will finish and then we'll do
Yeah.
Secret Invasion.
It'd be cool to see them both go off at the same time.
Yeah, it'd be different for sure.
Yeah.
Really
Whole
interesting.
bunch of shit happening.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see Andrew Garfield, Tom Holland, and Tobey Maguire back in one fucking movie. All three of the Spider-Men.
I sure
That'd be
hope
fucking
so.
amazing.
I thought that came out as like not true.
I have no idea.
It's not been
If
proven
it's
false
multiverse-
or true.
Yeah, if it's multiverse,
Okay.
hopefully the other two Spider-Man.
So I was told
are
someone
in
told
it.
me that came out as like false, but
Hmm.
that obviously I don't trust that.
They're
person.
not. They're
Truth be told, I
denying
don't
it.
trust that person's opinion.
Right.
Huh.
Like
I
Marvel.
hope they're in it.
Marvel's
That'd be
denying
fucking
it,
sick.
but
That'd be
Cause,
fucking
no, because
sick.
the idea of anything. So the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man obviously holds nostalgia for me.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't like the Andrew Garfield. I think you like the Andrew
I
Garfield.
did. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like the Andrew
Those
Garfield
two both
Spider-Man.
like Andrew Garfield. I don't like Andrew Garfield.
Personally, I dislike
Yeah.
Andrew Garfield. Tom Holland, I absolutely love
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
No, great
That's just
Spider-Man.
like from the perspective of who nails Spider-Man the most, Tom Holland.
Tom Holland.
But to have all three of them in there is exciting. And then after we just had Spider-Verse, which great movie by the way, if you haven't watched Into
Yeah.
the Spider-Verse, watch Into the Spider-Verse.
The Spider-Verse was amazing.
The idea of like having all these Spider-Mans from different universes and things like that, that's amazing. And I'd love to see for like someone like the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man who plays up the nerd very heavy, with
And
like
then,
Tom
like, the
Holland who plays
skater
up like
one.
the hero very heavy, and then the Andrew Garfield who plays up the I'm the cool Spider-Man.
Yeah. He's like a skater punk kind of Spider-Man.
Good. And then I know
That was
isn't
kinda
there a new
cool.
Venom coming or something like that?
it got
I
delayed
don't
till
know.
next
Carnage?
year or something like
Carnage?
that. Yeah.
Oh, the movie.
But
Yeah.
This is Carnage.
Carnage.
Yeah.
It's called like Venom.
Are they gonna-
something Carnage?
This
Are
is
they gonna
Carnage
use
or
it-
something
Yeah.
like that.
Are they gonna use the same actor for Venom in this one?
Yeah.
Well,
Same
Hardy?
actor.
Tom
And
Hardy?
then it's
Tom
Woody
Hardy, of
Harrelson.
course.
Yeah.
I still haven't seen the Venom. But
And Woody
Yeah.
Harrelson is Carnage.
Yeah.
But Venom was really fucking good.
Really?
Venom
I
was
thought
okay.
I didn't watch it because the reviews.
I've seen so
but
many clips of it, and
when
I'm
I
like, this looks
finally-
good.
When I finally did watch it, I was blown away. I was like, oh fuck yeah,
Yeah.
that was good.
Do you think it's on Disney Plus?
Probably.
No,
Oh,
Sony has the
no.
rights to the Spider-Man
Oh, yeah.
films.
That's
That's
right.
right.
How long do they have that?
They just signed a new contract.
Really?
Keeping them, yeah.
Damn. I would think Disney would be like, no, us. Like,
I mean, Disney's offering them a lot of money, and they're like, nope, we want Spider-Man. Like, we're keeping this guy.
That makes sense.
which sucks
Yeah.
though, because like, so with the Tom Holland one, this is the first time that they've really nailed it as far as a
Yeah.
perfect Spider-Man.
And the thing is, Tom Holland's only signed on for this film. After this, he is not guaranteed any more Marvel movies.
That's I'd
Yeah.
be fucking dead.
So, like, my thought is that Spider-Man No Way Home will establish, like, it'll either establish Miles Morales
Yeah.
or it'll reestablish Andrew Garfield.
I could get
That
down.
is my thoughts.
Who have you guys thought about who you'd want to play Miles Morales?
I don't know enough
I'm-
young
It'd have to be
actors.
it'd have to be
I don't
a
know
young-
enough young, talented black actors.
Yeah,
So
that's what
there's
we-
like there's
Whoever
the
did the
kid
voice
from,
acting for the kid from Spider-Verse, probably, if he looks right for the role.
Yeah.
There's
yeah.
the kid from Blackish, the show Blackish. He could probably do it. He's skinny,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. I
Got
don't
the
know
right
enough like
build
actors
for
in
it.
The
general.
guy that played Cyborg in Justice League.
I
if they-
didn't watch.
Isn't he like?
Because
Isn't
But-
he buff though?
Yeah,
Wouldn't-
I know, but
But
like,
wouldn't that also have like a no compete clause?
well,
in the
he
contract? 'Cause
he's
he'd be working
distancing himself from Warner Brothers.
Okay.
He
Yeah,
had
they
like
said
a
fuck
falling out with the
DC.
studio.
Just a sidebar. When will DC nail it? When is
Never.
that gonna
They're
happen?
never gonna
DC
nail it.
nailed it with the Dark Knight trilogy.
That's
Yeah,
it. Yeah,
that's
that's
it.
a great series.
Yeah.
Like that. The Dark Knight trilogy is
That's
a fantastic.
Now they're
series.
doing like
And
the
then-
Suicide
Was that
Squad,
Christopher
the
Nolan?
soft
No,
reboot.
that
sequel.
was was that Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight series or who did
Christopher Nolan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Christopher Nolan.
They
Okay.
should
Yeah,
just
with
have
Heath
him do
Ledger as
everything.
Joker.
Yeah.
I
Heath
can't
Ledger
watch it.
killed it as Joker.
And so, did you guys like the Joaquin Phoenix Joker?
I
Haven't seen
love the Joaquin
It's
Phoenix Joker.
You haven't seen it?
Haven't seen it.
I fucking love it.
It's one of the best
I
movies.
think
love it.
because I remember when it came out, people were talking about like, oh, it sympathizes with like a psychopath. I watched it. It does. It absolutely does sympathize with a psychopath. But you watch it and you're like, I get it.
Yeah. Yep.
Like, would my reaction be the same? Fuck no. But I get it.
But everything he's doing is sensible to me.
Yeah, you're like it's just such a good movie that
Yeah.
you care about the character. He plays this like broken, devastated person so perfectly, and it makes you wait for like this moment where like he's gonna be in the next Batman movie,
Probably
and you get
not.
to see this
Yeah.
lunatic.
He's actually Joaquin Phoenix. Joaquin Phoenix's Joker is confirmed not to be in the Batman.
No, really,
Yeah,
and that's the one that has Robert Pattinson.
Yeah, Robert
playing.
Pattinson's Batman.
But
But
that's,
that's
set in
also-
Earth too.
That's also set in Earth 2. That's not set in
That's one of
regular.
DC's thing is they have a
Dude,
big
that's
emphasis
right.
on Earth too, and
That's
it's
right.
gonna be that Batman.
Well, and that's DC went crazy back because just in the comics.
Well,
With how
Yeah.
like they had multiverse established like day one. They were like
Yeah.
everyone's in a different universe.
I remember I was really into comics when I was a lot younger.
Just do a little. Keep that thought. Keep that.
Okay, yeah, I was really into comics when I was younger, and they did the 52 series where like everything just fucking fell apart in DC Comics. Like it was literally like the world was falling apart. Like everything established about DC was just like crumbling, and they had like a series called like the New 52 or something like that.
Mhm. Yeah.
And it was like a limited 52 issue series where like just everything was fucked.
Wow.
And it was just everything was changing, and then like shortly after that, Batman died. Like Bruce Wayne died,
Yeah.
and then they decided that he didn't die.
Hmm.
So
What blows me away is so like DC and Marvel, they both have essentially the same run of characters. Like obviously there's different characters, but you know they all have the same powers.
they have their
characters
same,
with the
they have equals across
Yeah.
the board. Yeah.
So like you know there's like you have the Flash, and then you have Quicksilver, and then
Yeah.
there's all that crossovers type
Mhm.
stuff. And it's just like Marvel has obviously capitalized on every single thing. Like Tobey Maguire, he appeals to every high school kid. If you're a high school kid that didn't do super great in high school as far as social skills go, Spider-Man's your superhero.
That first movie was amazing to you, probably.
Yeah, that's your
Tobey
shit.
Maguire, of course.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that second
Plus
one's
he
amazing.
caught
I
everything
love
on
the
the
third
tray
one.
himself.
He did when that tray scene happened.
Yeah.
That was the moment you knew this dude's fucking cracked.
Yeah.
And like come to find out, you know, he actually did that. No CGI. No, yeah, he did that.
Wow,
Like it was a lot of takes, but he actually caught everything on the tray like that.
that's badass.
That's a true thing.
Yes,
Are you sure?
I'm almost certain.
I'm gonna
okay,
believe
hold
it
on. We're
either
gonna, you
way.
guys keep talking. I'm gonna do a Google search.
No, don't just believe it.
I'm
No.
gonna believe it either way.
No, I'm pretty sure it's true though.
Yeah, like DC though. I haven't seen Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Same. I want to watch it still.
I just don't want to watch it. I haven't seen it yet, but I've heard that what they do with the Jared Leto's Joker in it is what Jared Leto's Joker should have been in Suicide Squad.
I've also heard, however, it's worse.
It's 4 hours long. I tried to start it the other day, and I was like, I'm already bored.
I was reading about it, and it says like it's basically 2 hours of exposition, but it's a much needed exposition for the second 2 hours to make sense.
Damn.
And they said together it is much better than the Justice League that was released at theaters.
Whoa, okay. Sidebar. So it took 156 takes, but Tobey Maguire did in fact catch everything on that train.
Damn, 150. He's like, I'm gonna do this, guys.
He's like, this is mine.
I mean,
my moment.
You know, just to put myself on par with Tobey Maguire, it probably took me about 80 takes to get that ad read. Because I would do it and then I'd fuck up a slight syllable and I was like, and start over. And every time you do it, pops up and goes, "Are you sure?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
I'm so sure, right?
It's like you just put so much effort into that one. I'm like, I know.
Don't remind me. Did you just use their Anchor's like their little for the music?
Yeah.
The
So
feature.
there's a million different song options on there, which is really cool.
So we have about 20 minutes left of footage on this GoPro.
Okay. And on that one?
Does it
On
tell
this
you
one.
that?
Okay.
Yeah, it
Oh,
does.
because of your card?
Because it's at 58 and we're at 38.
Okay. Cool.
So, I think you wanted to talk about some topical deaths, right? Like, you said something about DMX and Prince Philip, Prince Harry,
Yeah,
whoever
so-
it was. I'm really let you name it,
Whenever
don't know.
Prince died.
So
Whichever Prince died.
Prince is dead.
So Prince Philip died.
Oh, okay, Prince Philip.
Prince Philip died, which he was the husband of the Queen of England.
Okay. Didn't know
He
that. Didn't know.
passed away, and
Shouldn't he be the king?
you know, she's the queen. So
He's a prince.
I don't know how the monarchy works there, but because it's a monarchy, there's not a king and a queen. There's just a king or a queen.
Okay.
You just blew my mind.
Right?
That just made sense to me for the first time in my life.
Because it's a monarchy.
Yeah.
But the what would it be called if there was a king and a queen? Because like history has convinced me that there's a king and a queen, but it turns out there's just always
There's just
one.
one.
I
There's
feel
just
like
either a king or a
I
queen.
feel like the
Yeah.
queen is more of a like importance role, you know, like more of a figure
Oh,
than
yeah.
like an appointed role.
Wait, are you talking about like the actual modern day queen?
No.
In
I'm talking
history?
about like back in the day, like medieval times when you appointed a queen, it was more like a fucking like a role. You know, like this is a queen, she runs the castle.
So historically, the queen actually would have had like great all powerful, but because of the English monarchy is more of just a figurehead.
Yeah,
It's
they're
more-
just
yeah.
they're just a representation.
It's just a meme type beat, like
Mhm.
because like the queen has all these different powers that she could enact, but she has not enacted it ever.
Yeah.
So she like doesn't do anything. But so Prince Philip died, and the nation was memeing it.
Yeah, you know what? You know how I felt about
True.
it? I was really happy.
I was very indifferent, and I thought, wow, finally.
It's a
Yeah,
good time.
99.
99 years old. That's a scary age to
I
reach.
don't want to make it that long.
I don't want to go that far. If
I want to
start-
die tomorrow.
I mean, if I'm still kicking, if I'm still like running, jumping, hopping, skipping, and shitting myself like in a toilet, and I don't have to have someone wipe me, no problem.
Yeah.
But if someone's got to wipe me, bro, fucking end me, dog.
Yeah.
The first time I shit in a diaper, pull a trigger.
This time I shouldn't have.
You didn't
yeah, I
have when you
feel
were a
like-
baby.
Yeah, because I
Is
can't
that
do it myself
true?
because I got arthritis.
True.
Yeah,
I got it.
arthritis. I can't do nothing. But but then I think it was like literally like a day or two later, DMX died,
Yeah.
and the nation is in shambles. They're devastated by it.
Well, yeah, it's
I mean-
actually a meaningful person died.
An
Fuck.
American musician died.
He meant more to more
X
people.
gonna give it to you.
Did you guys like my little thing I sent to the group chat?
I don't read.
X
your
gonna give it
messages.
to you. Fuck, waiting for you to get it on your own. X gone.
It's gone.
X gone.
He just gone.
He gone.
So
That's sad, though.
personally, DMX was always just kind of a meme.
Yeah, like Deadpool meme.
Yeah, just kind of.
That's
you
the
know,
best use of it.
I
it's-
listened to it before Deadpool, but
I mean, obviously, yeah, we all heard it.
Like I heard it on the radio and shit, but I never like personally.
But
played
it was always just kind of a meme to me, you know. Like let's say like someone like Eminem passed away. I'm gonna be pretty sad.
Oh, I'd be pretty sad.
I'd be pretty sad because like every time I hear a new Eminem song, I get psyched.
Right.
If DMX had released a new song wouldn't know. I think actually there's a new album coming out that he's on.
Oh.
And this is a delicious flavor.
Which
The
one's
black
that?
cherry.
Black cherry?
That's
I'll try it.
awesome.
I'll try it next.
That is awesome.
Truly, truly good.
Truly good.
We are sponsored.
Hopefully.
No, we're
You
not.
can't keep saying
Why
it.
not?
We want to be. Will you sponsor us, truly?
And
sponsors.
or
But so
Seagrams.
Or
D-
Seagram.
Seagrams.
So DMX died, and
There's
I
no alcohol.
believe he overdosed, and then he was in the hospital, and he ended up passing away from cardiac arrest as a result of the overdose.
Yeah.
And Demi Lovato
Can't think
made
that's true.
headlines for.
I thought you were gonna say she died, and I was like, no, she didn't.
Demi Lovato made headlines because she tweeted out something like "that could have been me," and everybody was like, "Leave it to a white girl to make it about herself."
Wow.
Don't really care about that. But so X died. Doesn't affect me personally. Affects people apparently. But now there's people trying to cancel the man's because he was homophobic as fuck and transphobic as fuck. So I get it.
Yeah.
But he's dead, so does it really matter?
Yeah, and he came from a different generation, and that music wasn't made yesterday.
Well, and that's so.
Yeah,
that was
honestly.
my thoughts on it. Was like, obviously, there's no excuse ever to be a hateful person, right?
But every single rapper from that generation probably has that same shit on
But
their
that's what I
song.
mean. So,
100%.
so during that time in the rap game, the big thing was like masculinity, being the hardest motherfucker anybody's ever met,
And not
being-
touching penises.
yeah, killing people, drug dealer, not touching penis.
Yeah.
And I believe he had been to prison multiple times, and any prison, being a homosexual is either you're gonna be somebody's bitch or you're gonna get stabbed, because that's just how it is, and obviously that's not good, but that is the explanation.
Harsh reality.
Yeah, that's the harsh reality of the situation. So yes, DMX was a homophobe, but I guess "but's" not the right word because I don't want people to be like, oh, he said "but."
Which is gay. You don't want people to
DMX,
think
like.
Damn.
But
you're gay.
on the other hand, DMX
But-
had his rationale for saying those things, and to him that was part of the rap game. That was part of his character.
Yeah.
So you can cancel him all you want. Don't care. Doesn't affect me none. I don't like homophobia, any transphobia, anything like that. That's not okay.
Yeah.
It just doesn't matter. He's dead.
Yeah.
It's
Spoiler
like it's
alert.
kind of like, to me, it's kind of like being like, oh, we're gonna cancel Thomas Jefferson. We're gonna cancel George Washington. It's like great.
Yeah, with those, it's not. To me, it's not about canceling. It's just about understanding that they were
Yeah, bad people.
bad people.
Yeah.
We can move on though.
Next
Okay.
topic.
Alright.
All right.
There you go.
Anybody have any topics? What's going on?
Well,
All this can be cut.
all my topics are WrestleMania.
So yeah. Okay, so you were not there the last weekend we got together, and we ended up not filming really anything. But you missed for WrestleMania.
Yeah, wrestling is my entire life.
How was WrestleMania?
The WrestleMania was split into 2 nights this year.
Yep.
And it's actually very culturally important. It's the biggest event held since the beginning of the pandemic with a live crowd. Yeah.
Did they require COVID testing for that?
No.
No.
No,
Fantastic.
just had there's social distancing enacted. As
Or
much
was
as
it Texas?
Florida. They were in Tampa at the Tampa Bay Buck Stadium.
That makes sense.
Yeah, and to be honest, I think the Texas Rangers opener probably had more people, but they didn't enact any COVID anything in the Texas Rangers. They literally just opened the stadium. We're like, all right, all 70,000 people, you're in. No masks required. No COVID testing. Nothing. COVID's gone in Texas. But WrestleMania was the first event that still went by COVID-19 protocol.
That
and
treated like we're in a pandemic.
Yeah, first live event that treated like we're in a pandemic. They had over 25,000 people each night in the Tampa Bay Stadium. Night 1 of WrestleMania, absolutely flawless. Incredible night of wrestling. Night 2 of WrestleMania sucked fucking ass.
Really?
Really bad. Several matches very disappointing. And then, in my opinion, this is just an opinion thing, this last part. Bad ending to the main event. So the show ended on a really sour note for me and a lot of people. So just night 2 was kind of just like
Okay,
a
can you talk about
big letdown.
So can you talk about it? Can you talk about details?
No, yeah. I mean, I didn't know how into it you wanted
No,
me
we're
to get.
talking about WrestleMania
Yeah.
now.
Okay.
So
I mean-
so day 1 you said was perfect.
Yeah, night 1 we had great matches up and down. They for the first time ever 2 women of color main evented WrestleMania. The main event was Bianca Belair, Sasha Banks Women's Championship. Incredible match. Went on for last. Crowd was into it. Right winner. Bianca wins the title. Cries after winning it. Great ending to the show. Just top to bottom. Fun night of wrestling. Good ending. No match that I could look at and be like, man, that had a really terrible ending to it. Or wasn't the right call, anything like that. Night 2 rolls around. We open with a match that a lot of people are looking forward to. If you're a wrestling fan, and if you're not a wrestling fan, you'd know Randy Orton. The RKO out of nowhere guy.
Yes.
Right, it was him versus the weirdest character in wrestling today.
Wasn't Randy Orton a heel for a while?
He is always a heel.
He's still a heel?
He's consistently a heel even when he's a good guy.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you're a wrestling fan, you'll know this character, The Fiend, which is the weirdest character that WWE has right now. But he's also one of the most popular. And it's his real name is Bray Wyatt. He wrestled under the name Bray Wyatt before he was The Fiend. Has full creative control of his character. And he is one of the only wrestlers in the company that is allowed to fully control his character creatively. His match against Randy Orton went on first, lasted about 5 to 6 minutes, and then had a just terrible ending that involved like twists in the storyline that haven't been explained yet, and it was just a bad way to start a night of wrestling. If this match hadn't started the night, it would have been a lot better. But this match started it just the night on a bad note all the way around. And then things just fell off the entire night. The main event was Roman Reigns, which is big company guy. Company's positioning him to be like the next John Cena, the next Rock. He's the champion. He's the bad guy. Against Daniel Bryan, who's a little short vegan dude. He used to have a really long beard called the Goat, you know. And then Edge, who...
Yeah, the Edge is old as hell now.
Yeah. It's just Edge, Dom, for the 40th time.
The Edge is the Edge.
Yes, from YouTube, The Edge.
Was he really just Edge?
Yeah, Edge.
Yeah, it's just Edge.
The Radar Superstar Edge.
So, the Radar Superstar The Edge.
No, just Edge.
The Radar Superstar The Edge.
No. Anyways, and it had Edge in this match. Edge was forced to retire in 2011 due to a neck injury. He came back in 2020 at the Royal Rumble, which I attended live. I was there.
Whoa, really?
Yeah, I was there. But he came back, and he was fighting this match for the title exactly 10 years to the day that he retired.
Oh.
Like, he legitimately had to retire from a serious injury, and he came back 10 years to the day in this title match. He should have won. 10 years to the day that he was going to retire, that he had to retire. He's in a championship match, main event of WrestleMania, night 2, all this crowd support. Everyone wants to see him win, and he loses. Not only does he lose, he gets pinned with Daniel Bryan. Both men get pinned in this triple threat. Roman Reigns pins both of them. And like this is just a terrible way to end WrestleMania when it should have been like a triumphant feeling at the end, and it was just kind of like a okay.
But okay, so the Edge was a heel as well, wasn't he?
No, he ever since he came back, I mean, he's historically a heel.
Yeah.
You know, all the time he used to be a bad guy.
And Christian.
Yeah, and when he came back, nobody would boo him. I mean, there's nothing you could do to make people boo him. He's back from a legitimate injury, back wrestling, doing what he loves. They tried to turn him heel before WrestleMania, didn't work. The fans were like, no, we're not going to boo him. We don't care if he like hits a baby with a car. We're not booing this man. So he went into the match kind of heelish, but there's no one was booing him.
Can do whatever he wants.
Yeah.
He's back. We fucking love him. He shot a guy today.
Yeah,
That's
literally.
fine. We don't care.
We don't give a shit.
No.
So I mean, that's just sad then. Because so he came back. They tried to make him heel. Not heel. Not gonna happen. And so now he's kind of just a good wrestler. People love him.
Yeah, I mean, he loses that match. And then this past week was like the first events after WrestleMania. They're supposed to set up what's next, you know. He's not even on the show. He's not even on a show this week.
He probably didn't want to come back. He's like, fuck y'all.
I mean, I would be upset. I mean, I wouldn't blame him at all if he's going to lose the main event like that.
So it's been
That's
10 years
what
since he
it was,
retired, right?
Yeah.
So 10 years to the day, and homie loses.
Yeah.
So he's like, fuck this. I thought I was going to win.
Right, yeah. Absolutely. That's 100%.
Especially because he's WrestleMania. And then I saw that thing you tweeted, which was his like quote where he was like talking to the mic, and he was
Yeah.
my third degree burns. And it was
Yeah.
like...
But he was referencing Edge McFoley, WrestleMania 22. One of the greatest matches of all time, hardcore.
What year was that?
2006.
2006. Wow, it's a long time ago.
It is now.
You guys ever think about that? Whenever someone's like, "Oh yeah, 2015," you're like, "Oh yeah, that was like last year."
Feels
Yeah.
like it. It definitely feels like it.
It's a trip, dude. Because like we graduated. Did you guys graduate 2016?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we all graduated 2016. You ever think back to that and be like, "Wow, that's 5 years ago."
Mm-hmm.
5 years.
Yeah, we could have our 5-year reunion this year if you wanted.
But I didn't go to school with you guys, so I'd be
No,
sad.
I know. I just.
If I had to
We
reunite with the people I went to high school with, I'd be so disappointed.
Yeah, same.
It's just my Facebook friends and.
Yeah, you're kind of
Like
right.
I
But
would,
it's-
I would like
it'd
to
be
see
fun.
a few people.
Yeah, it'd be
but,
fun. I just want to know, but the thing is, I know there'd be so many people that, like, obviously you knew were going to be successful.
Yeah.
That, like, I run into it, I'm like, yeah,
And you
you're
hate it.
successful. Yeah, I hate you.
Yeah.
There was one kid that I knew, I'm not going to say his name, but, like, he was really hot, and he didn't know it. And then he graduated high school and he figured it out, and he became an actor.
Oh.
Well,
And
is he successful? Like, is he?
he's
acting?
in small stuff, but yeah, he's doing well.
Gotcha.
And
Small stuff is still stuff.
but
Yeah.
like the whole time I knew him, I was like, one day he's gonna figure out he's hot and he's gonna fucking rock it.
Now, I'm not trying to get you to tell us who it is. I'm just saying, like, small stuff like commercials or like small roles on TV.
Small roles in low budget movies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
So porn.
He
Porn.
was
No, he's a porn star.
no.
Yeah.
I know that he for a while he was doing work on a big studio,
Okay.
but I think he ended up not enjoying the work he was
If
doing.
I ask
and
you
wanted
these
to do
things
acting.
off camera, will you tell me who
Yeah,
it is?
yeah.
Okay. When we're done, I'll ask you.
But he was hot, and I just know that now he's doing really well and he's successful. And I'm like, I knew I was hot in high school, and I'm not successful now. So
Just played it wrong, man.
just play the cards wrong, man.
It's okay. We're getting there.
Yeah. What happened to you, Lucas?
We're getting there. You know, I'm on the road to getting famous. Actually, currently at 136 views on our last podcast. Shout out to us, by the way.
Hey,
boys.
yeah,
Let's go.
yeah.
Thank you
Make
to
sure
the
to like and
fans for
subscribe.
136.
Let's
Shake
go.
his hand or something, you fucker.
Yeah. Thanks to everybody who watched it, and make sure to like and subscribe to this one.
Yeah,
To this one video.
Yeah. If you're
This has just been chatting. We're sponsored by.
Oh yeah. Actually.
And-
everything apparently.
Now we will cut and list every single possible thing that could sponsor
So
this video.
let's start from scratch and get a whole new list of sponsors.
Okay.
Let's get sponsored.
Yeah.
Somebody. We're throwing it out there.
So Dr. Pepper,
Come on.
you know,
Yeah.
it's
Okay.
so sweet.
Thank you, Dr.
Okay,
Pepper.
Little Sweet. Can we get Little
Yeah.
Sweet to pop up right
Well,
here?
no, they just came out with the new ones in cans. Thank you, Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar cream soda.
Oh, they got zero
I-
sugar cream soda.
That's actually good.
I'm a huge Dr. Pepper fan.
I tried the cream soda. It was just like sweet Dr. Pepper.
It's really sweet Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
It's unbearable.
Actually, I haven't tried it. Sounds kind of bad. Not gonna lie.
But Dr. Pepper.
Hold on, guys. Thank
Dr.
you,
Pepper by itself, though.
Lucas. We're doing our
The
sponsorship.
classic taste of Dr. Pepper.
We're doing our
What
sponsorship.
else?
3
good.
flavors.
Thank you, Chewy's, for sponsoring this video. Since we have a cat in it.
Chewy.com.
Oh yeah.
If I can get a Chewy sponsorship,
Please.
you don't understand. That's not recording.
No, I know what's happening.
What's going on?
It's fine.
So
It's
you
dead,
worry
that's
about
it.
it.
It's
Don't
dead.
worry about
I think
Don't
it's-
worry about it. We're
Did
about
you just
done.
put new battery in?
it. Don't worry about it.
It went to 50%. It takes a lot to record in 4K, bud.
Oh, you're recording in 4K.
So is
Yes,
he.
we are.
Why are we recording in 4K?
We're doing
It's a
so many
1080p.
things.
It's the best that we can do.
Is that one dead?
Not yet.
Still going.
Okay.
It's still going strong.
I've been looking at that camera a lot.
It's only been dead for like 5 minutes.
Thank you to Sorry Sliders for sponsoring this video.
Absolutely fucking not. Sorry Sliders is the worst board game of all fucking time.
Wow. Thanks to what is it, Blue Apron?
Blue Apron.
Yeah.
Hello
Thanks,
Fresh.
Blue Apron.
Manscaped.
Hello Fresh.
You guys are just saying sponsors.
Aries.
This video is brought to you by Raid Shadow Legend.
Great Shadow
Raid
Legend.
Shadow.
Whoever
They
will
will
sponsor
sponsor
us.
us
Who
now,
will
just for
sponsor us?
saying it.
Raid Shadow.
We'll take any
Legends.
sponsorships we can
So
get.
fun.
Yeah.
Best game ever doesn't not work all the time.
If you watch this far in the video, then you have to like and subscribe. It's just kind of a given.
It's the
though.
law.
If you watch this far in the video,
We have a cop on our team. Just
get
cut
ready
that out.
for
I'm
more great content.
God damn it, we're not cutting that out. Leave it in. Leave that in.
This
He
is
doesn't
brought
know
to you
what-
by Spider-Man 3, the best Spider-Man movie.
This is brought to you by that one scene in Spider-Man 3 where Tobey Maguire dances.
Yeah.
Just that one scene.
But like the YouTube version where it has no other audio
Can
other
we get
than his
sponsored?
feet shuffling.
Can you fucking clip that in right now?
No, let's get sponsored by GoPro.
The words of Scooby-Doo 1 Scooby, when he
Like
looks at Shaggy and he says, "You're ripped. You're ripped." He's like, "Ripped."
Yeah, I've seen that. That's a good moment.
Thank you for sponsoring us, Sony Entertainment Studios. Dreaming big.
You're
Dreaming
dreaming
big.
huge.
Logitech, thank you
Thank you, Logitech.
for
GoPro.
our custom
Thank
line.
you.
GoPro.
Thank you,
Actually,
GoPro.
Hopefully
Yeah.
we can get you
We
guys.
got like
GoPro.
3 GoPros.
Oh, thank
In
you,
the room.
Dogecoin. Please
Fix your-
invest in Dogecoin.
Fix your batteries. Nope. Don't put that in there. Cut that right the fuck out.
I've been investing in Dogecoin.
A financial advisor is the only one who can tell you to do that
I'm
without
not
getting
telling
sued.
anyone. I said, please.
He's
Ask me.
suggesting it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
just suggesting.
Can't even
Dogecoin,
say that.
probably a good
Yes,
idea.
you
Can't
can.
even
He's
say
trying to
that.
pump and dump.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Pump and dump.
that's literally what I'm trying to do. Yes.
Pump and dump is just what my Tinder bio
I'm just
says.
trying to get like $10 out of this. That's all I want.
Oh, that's right. After this, we're gonna soup up your Tinder bio.
Yeah, we're gonna work on that.
How so far? How's it gone?
My dating search.
Yeah.
Okay, so are we still recording for the podcast? Should I be
Yeah,
broadcasting
no,
right
no,
now?
no, no. You,
Podcast
we're
mode.
Okay.
podcasting right
Awesome.
now.
Podcast is still going.
All right.
You got
So-
about 6 minutes left. of footage.
Gotcha. All right.
That's fine because actually we're about an hour right now.
Yeah. Okay, so Tinder, absolutely nothing.
Yeah, that's fine.
Tinder is not working so far.
Yeah, it's nightmare.
Yeah, nothing on Tinder, nothing. Or I got a couple matches on Bumble.
Yeah.
No one's. They have to talk first.
Yeah.
The woman. They haven't said anything to me, but I've had matches.
Okay.
They just don't say anything.
That's
Tom.
good.
Have
So-
you?
You're getting there.
Sorry.
No,
What?
Go.
So did you know that Bumble was actually created by like the lady who made, like, was part of making Tinder?
What?
Yeah. She like got kicked out because she was like, "Hey, people are being sexist to me here," and they were like, "Oh, well, you can just leave then," and then fired her. And so she's like, "Okay, I'm gonna go make Bumble," and then she made Bumble,
Huh.
and like was like, "Hey, the girl's gonna message first because
That's cool.
yeah,
Actually.
no, it's
So
dope.
she
I mean,
charges a fuck ton
hey,
if you want to sign up.
my
so she's
girlfriend,
making
I
money.
got her from Bumble.
The
You know,
the unfortunate thing about all of the dating apps is that they're the biggest ego killers on earth. Because I spend most of my day feeling like I'm hot shit, and then I get on a dating app and I'm immediately reminded that I am just nothing.
they're like, "How tall are you?"
I don't even get messages. Truth be told,
Yeah.
I really do not get replies. I don't
Amen.
get messages.
Hey, no, I know what you mean.
Good.
So I don't know if it's my delivery of the
ears for
first message. I'm like, "What's up?" And they're like,
No,
No,
nothing
I'm
much.
not gonna
"No, I'm
reply.
not gonna reply
Listen,
that fast."
Some
Not
of
this
them,
one.
some people just won't talk to you. That's just what.
Yeah.
They're just on there.
Uh,
I don't think they're on there for any reason.
Not to shit on any specific dating sites, but the dating app Hinge is the worst app I've ever used in my fucking life.
I have a question about Hinge. Is no one just liking any of my stuff, or is just I don't
No,
understand.
So that's the problem with all of these dating apps now is if you're not paying for it, I swear, I don't know if it's been tested or anything, but you do not pop up in any sort of feed. You will not pop up as a match for anybody.
Right.
Because so when I had Tinder for the first week, I didn't pay for it. I didn't get a single match. The day I paid for it, I got 10 matches. You pay money, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, now you're shown to
you
people.
You get moved up.
Yeah,
in the
you're
list.
way
you
higher.
still show
in the
up
tier
in the
list.
unpaid.
Yeah,
but you get moved up.
but the amount of people who are unpaid,
Yeah.
you're just another fucking 1 in a million.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you pay for it, now you're 1 in 1,000 or 100,000.
Right.
And then you pay for Tinder Gold, and all of a sudden you're 1 in 1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tinder Gold, by the way, totally a scam because you know who the matches are. You know. You know who they are.
We know.
You know who's like
Anybody who's like us knows.
Yeah.
You know who the man.
Yeah.
It's the same type every time, you know.
every single
And-
time.
and- yeah.
You know what dating app I really liked? Have you guys heard of Kippo?
Hippo.
Yeah. It is a video game dating.
I'll end it. I'll end my life
Isn't that
right
like
now.
isn't that like Plink
No,
or
he's
Plingo or something?
I have
He's
never heard of
serious.
that.
Is that a thing?
What? Am I what?
He's serious. I know you're serious.
Yeah, Clippo. I got on there. It's a really cool interface. Like, it honestly is. Your 4 pictures are one thing, and you scroll down and you can select, like, cards, you know, like, that show different things. And there's one, like, well, if you choose, like, music, movies, or TV, and you pick one, and, like, and it's got, like, cool symbols for each one. It's, like, really interactive. And then it has, like, Pokemon ones, where it's, like, what starter did you pick? And you like, Charmander, you know, whatever. And, like, it just goes down, and that's how you tell someone about you. And if you match, then you get to talk. And on what I'm seeing is you get 30 days to talk, and if you haven't exchanged socials in 30 days, and that's kind of it, But it'll let you chat with them for up to 30 days on their service for free.
So you have to exchange social security numbers?
Yep, exactly.
Social?
That's the
I
only.
like the sound of that part.
That is currently the only dating app where I am actually talking to somebody.
Wow.
That's the only one where I've gotten a
And they're from
match.
here?
They are in. Yes, I was going to say
if we were to
exactly.
that,
But yeah.
Any of the ones like to hype up would be, I would say Bumble. Bumble's
Bumble's
the
a
best
great
one for me.
service. I've made friends on Bumble. Never any relationships, but you've met Jerica.
Yeah, I met my girlfriend on Bumble.
Yeah, I've made friends on Bumble. It's a good
I've done
service.
okay on Bumble.
It's like, as a guy, every match I get, I'm like, hey, hi,
Yeah,
hey.
What's
literally.
poppin'? You
Yeah,
can
what
say
did they want
something
you
at
to
least.
say? Like, hey,
Yeah.
like what more would they want you to say? I always have that issue. I'm
Like,
just
that's
hi.
the first message is the trick, because like sometimes like I'll see something in their bio that I'm like, yeah, thank God I
Yeah,
can
dude.
fucking talk about
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Like there was one that I talked to who she was like, I'm the biggest fan of Survivor. I fucking love Survivor. So we talked for like 2 days about Survivor, and then I guess she just decided I wasn't the vibe and stopped replying. No big whoop. Don't give a shit.
It happens.
Yeah.
Oh, but at least then I have something to talk about. Sometimes their bio is just like The Office, and I'm like, and I don't want to talk to you anymore.
Like, I like The Office.
I
but
love The
yeah,
Office, but that's not your fucking bio, bro.
Yeah. Are you The Office?
Are you The
Are
Office?
you the
Yeah.
office?
Jim?
Jim?
Yeah, I'd be okay
Asian
with
Jim?
that.
Is it?
I'd be okay with that.
Yeah, I'd fuck Jim.
Oh, Jim
Krasinski?
Halpert?
John's
Rail.
John Krasinski? Oh yeah.
John Krasinski? I don't know who that is. Jim Halpert?
Jim
Fuck.
Halpert, same guy.
No,
You're
don't know who
right.
that is.
You're right.
Jim
Different
Halpert.
people. Different people.
Do
Jim
you guys
Halpert.
like Jim in
You
the
know
Quiet
The
Place?
Office is a documentary, right?
Do you guys like Jim in the Quiet Place?
I loved him. Actually.
Oh, yeah,
I loved
he
him
did-
in,
he did an
in
excellent job.
WandaVision.
Fucking
Jim?
awesome.
Oh yeah,
I loved him in WandaVision.
on WandaVision.
He would. What?
No, he wasn't.
Yeah,
Okay.
Jimmy
But
Woo.
he was, yeah.
Oh yeah, okay.
But Jim, yeah.
Yeah,
Jim's in it. He's also in Fresh Off the Boat.
yeah.
Anyone named Jim is Jim Halpert.
Did you guys?
No.
There was a Conan O'Brien
Asian Jim.
interview.
It's Asian Jim.
Yeah, there was a Conan O'Brien interview with that guy, the Asian Jim guy. I forgot his name.
I can't remember off the top of my head either.
Yeah, I know he's Jimmy Woo in Marvel.
Yeah.
But like, there's an interview on Conan with him, and he was like, "Yeah, I forgot that I was on The Office."
Oh,
And
I've
like
seen
people,
that.
people just kept yelling at me on the street, "Hey, Asian Jim!" And he's like, "I thought it was a hate crime."
Me too.
Dude, he's
buddy.
funny. I like him in Fresh. I actually watched Fresh Off the Boat. It was pretty good.
I started watching Superstore.
It's kind of same vibe.
Mhm.
Yeah, Superstore's pretty good.
I like
Superstore's
Superstore so
pretty
far.
good.
Randall Park.
Yeah, Randall Park.
Randall Park.
That's
is
his name?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
doesn't
it's-
have to be Asian.
No,
but-
but I didn't.
Gabe.
I didn't think he was Randall.
Gabe, it's okay. I had the same thought. I was like, Randall?
Yeah,
Randall
I know.
Park.
It's just
Yeah.
like Randall.
name
It
is
wasn't
Randall
even like the
Park.
last name. It was just like
That's a weird name for
Randall?
anybody.
That's a weird
Randall.
name. Randall.
Handle.
Well, that's Randy Orton's name.
I would never get.
Randall.
If I was
Sandal.
trying to think of that
That's
man's
what
name, I
Randy-
would not be like
Randy
Randall.
Orton's intro-
and Sandal.
Randy Orton's intro song is stuck in my head at all times.
What, the I Hear Voices in My Head?
voices in my head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know who I hear sometimes?
Hmm.
G-Generation X's.
Generation X.
Yeah.
Yeah.
D-Generation.
Yeah. I don't think I know enough about wrestling to know this shit.
So my
Or is it
grandpa
like,
was
is it,
super
can you hear it or
into
can you
wrestling.
feel it? Can you feel it?
I think so. I don't know DX's song that well.
You know Generation X?
I was never huge into DX, but Gabe loves
You
DX.
know, they do
Oh,
the
I
fucking.
love- Yeah.
Mm.
Because I love Shawn Michaels and I love Triple H.
Yeah.
Not anymore. I fucking hate Triple H now. He's a bitch.
Is
but
he a heel now?
He's just a
He's
businessman.
a company man.
He's a company businessman. He runs NXT, the developmental division of WWE.
Is he not like a big part of the story anymore?
No, he's out of the
Thank
storyline.
God.
He just runs NXT.
That was getting annoying.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, I'm Triple H. Fuck you guys.
Yeah, he just runs
Remember
NXT.
when he
He's
used
actually
to hit people with the end of a sledgehammer?
yeah, he's actually really loved now. Triple H is like one of the most loved people
Oh, is he?
in the
Okay.
company because
Okay,
he's
yeah.
a really nice guy.
Yeah, I know.
I-
They
So
wrote him like
that's-
that, and I hated it.
That's probably my favorite thing about wrestling is all of the people in wrestling, whenever they do interviews, they're so nice. They're just so nice.
Yeah,
Cause like what's his face? The Undertaker. He did Hot Ones. He's done a couple other interviews.
Yeah.
And every time I see him, I'm like, wow, he's just like a nice guy.
Yeah, he's a bit of a racist, but it's alright.
Is he really?
Oh, Undertaker's a big conservative.
Oh, no shit.
Well,
Yeah.
Kane.
Undertaker's a big conservative. Kane's a conservative politician. JBL, of course, is a conservative
Kane is a
Wall Street
mayor.
guy.
Of a town.
Yeah,
I'm
Kane's,
sorry, Kane is a mayor?
Yeah, Kane's a conservative mayor in Tennessee.
What the fuck?
Of Knox County, Tennessee.
That seems so logical for Tennessee, but nowhere else.
Yes.
I
Nowhere.
mean, Jesse Ventura.
Jesse Ventura in California.
Yeah.
Jesse Ventura, is he still a mayor? Is he
No, he was he ran for governor. Or
I think
something.
so, yeah.
He had a was he a wrestler?
Yeah, he used to be a wrestler.
Also very racist.
Oh yeah,
He had a TV show about
Incredibly.
conspiracy theories that
Yeah,
really
that's
was a
about
blast
my
to
point.
watch.
yeah. A lot of wrestlers are really conservative. It's kind of sad, but a lot are actually really left wing. Like Jeff Hardy's really left wing.
No shit.
Yeah,
Well, it's Jeff Hardy.
Jeff Hardy's a leftist.
But I just like their interviews because it's like that's like you watch them on the thing and like the Undertaker's this fucking monster
and
of
it's-
a man.
The thing about that is it's crazy is kayfabe is so different nowadays.
Yeah.
Because like back in the day, if you were a heel, you had to be a heel outside of wrestling.
Yeah, you gotta be a piece
If
of
you
shit.
ran into Ted DiBiase Sr. on the street, he had to call you poor. Like he had because he was the $1 million man. He
And
carried
he's
around.
walking away and he's like, oh,
Yeah.
I feel so.
Yeah, he's walking away feeling like an asshole. But if you run into him in the street and you're like, "Can I get an autograph?" He had to be like, "Hell no, you poor piece of shit," and walk off. And he's probably like, "Oh my god, I can't believe I said that to a 9-year-old." You know? Like,
What happened to
I can't
Junior?
believe this.
oh, he just kind of does
Yeah,
whatever
he just fell off the face of the
Yeah.
earth there. His son wrestled.
for a
Ted
while.
DiBiase Jr. Because I always got him and freaking Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes mixed up a lot. 'Cause
Yeah.
they kind of look a
And they're a
little-
tag team.
And
so
they
it
were a
didn't
tag
help,
team, yeah.
But yeah, no, it's like, but nowadays for like kayfabe's kind of dead for a lot of wrestlers. You know, like Triple H could be the biggest heel on earth and an asshole, and then he's like hugging kids on the sidewalk. You know, and people walk up to him. There's one wrestler that keeps kayfabe alive, and he works for AEW, which is the second biggest company in the world now, or in the United States at least. His name is MJF, and it's Maxwell Jacob Friedman. And he is a heel. He's always been a heel, and no matter what, outside of wrestling, he is a heel. He's an asshole. Fans will ask him for autographs. He'll tell them to fuck off. He did an autograph signing, and like this kid and his father posed with him, and he flipped off the kid in the picture.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, like he's
That's
just
awesome.
yeah.
That's honestly, if I was a wrestler and I played a heel, I think in my social life where like I'm meeting fans and shit, you gotta play that up.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Like a kid's like, oh my god, you're my favorite wrestler. And I'm like, you're a little bitch. I hate you. Don't be a fan.
That's
of
why
me.
they like you. They like you because you're an asshole.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Because like that's if you're famous for a thing, do that thing.
Yeah.
That's another crazy
Like
thing.
if you're Logan Paul, show dead body.
That's it. Hey, it worked for it once.
That's a crazy thing. The playoff. I have two things. Play off what Lucas said about like that's why they like you because you're an asshole.
Yeah.
Hey.
That used to be really true in wrestling. Your character was why people liked or disliked you. One thing to note is like ever since like the turn of like 2012 or 13, wrestlers are now really popular or not popular for how well they wrestle.
No
Like
shit.
it's no longer like character no longer defines the popularity of a wrestler. Your in-ring work will define your popularity. Like how good you can perform in the ring. Like
That's weird.
the wrestler Adam Cole is one of the biggest wrestlers ever in the United States, wherever he wrestled for Japan, and he's always been a heel. He's always a heel, but anywhere he goes, he gets cheered because he puts on incredible matches. He puts it all out there, and just puts on incredible matches. He's participated in multiple like 5-star matches, because they're rated out of 5 stars by experts, experts in the field. And he's wrestled in so many 5-star matches, and he gets cheered wherever he goes because he puts everything out there. So like character is no longer like the defining like characteristic of a wrestler. It's now how well they perform in the ring.
That's pretty cool.
If we could get your passion for wrestling to your passion for living, you would do great things.
What
And I think that's a great ending point of this here podcast, guys. So thank you so much for watching this episode. Don't show this to my mom, and tune in next time where we're gonna talk about sodomy.
And make sure not to forget, drop that like and click subscribe.
And I am single. My phone number is right here on the screen.
And